Dr. Spio-Garbrah, one of the, what I say, the big pillars within the National Democratic Congress, has been to the home of the former First Lady and then has been speaking to journalists in the home. Let's go back to Fauzu and pick that feed.
Similar incidents where a close friend, a close relative may also depart. And so when such incidents take place, we often are left with grief and all kinds of emotions run into our heads. Eventually, in many cases, the truth comes out and we come to terms with it. At this time, I've not come to terms with this truth, so I can only express my grief and my sorrow if it turns out to be true, and wish the family and all of us in Ghana and the whole of Africa really our condolences if it turns out to be true.
Doc, what principles and, if you like, moral, standards of the former First Lady as a key member of the NDC are you able to most reflect on?
There's a lot to reflect on, a lot to be said at the right time. But her greatness has not been fully appreciated, partly because of the circumstances in which NDC lost power and the unfortunate developments that took place after we lost power, with her 31st December Women's Movement being investigated in a very unfriendly manner by the Kufuor government at the time. The fact that she had to go to court for many years, and even her late former husband, President Rawlings, also had to be in court, sometimes standing for many hours. It was a low moment in Ghana's democratic development. But NDC has won power and lost power, and we've seen at different times when the former President Rawlings was also alive, he tried to restrain himself with many of the negative things that are going on in our country and which were going on at the time he was alive. And I believe the former First Lady also was very mindful of those things. But as I said, the time will come for us to speak at length. So at this time, I'll just plead with you to allow us and the rest of the country to verify actually what has happened. And as I've said, if it is true, then obviously we'll have to mourn her in a very special way. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So that's Dr. Spio-Garbrah, former Trade Minister and also a former presidential, aspirant for the National Democratic Congress. I mean, a flag bearer hopeful, I mean. So we are still coming to you live from the rest.
Dr. Spio-Garbrah, a strong comment discuss it. Let's go to the home of the former First Lady, and our colleague Fauzu Masa Awudu is there, brings us an update on the situation in the house. Fauzu, if you can hear me, thank you very much for that. Paints for us a general mood in the house.
Right. Thank you very much, Sammy. It's a largely tranquil atmosphere here at the Rawlings residence, where Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings and a husband of blessed memory, we understand, called home. The place is situated just a few minutes to the Ridge Hospital. That's the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, where the former First Lady reportedly passed away. We are not seeing, quite a lot of people are not really present. Security is tight. Just a few members of the family, and we understand a few notable persons trickling in and out of the house in their vehicle. Yeah, so that's generally the atmosphere here at the residence of the Rawlings.
We're told that the children were at the Jubilee House to officially inform the presidency about the passing, and then there's a statement. And then, have you seen them come back home? Have you seen relatives also joining them? And then have we by chance seen anything like this?
Yeah, when we got here, we picked that they had returned from the Jubilee House back to the house. But just a few minutes ago, a number of vehicles, moved out of the house. And we understand that those vehicles were occupied by the children and other family members of the former First Lady.
Fauzu, thank you very much for your time. We'll come back to you again if there's any updates.